Hello, everyone. My name is Nerokwa. I am the writer of the Business Notes by Nerokwa newsletter and the host of the Nerokwa Experience podcast. Now, I'm currently writing about, or I've currently started an exciting series called Africa's Past, Present, and Future, a Strategic Guide. The idea behind this ambitious task is to try and understand Africa's past. How does it connect to the Africa we have today? And how does that define the Africa we want to have tomorrow? And hence, as a business person, as an individual, as an African, as an investor, how should I position myself? So that's the ambition of this newsletter series. Now, to give you some context, Africa has had such an amazing history and deep impact on civilization all over the world. You've had massive kingdoms. You've had the Ghana Empire, you've had the Egyptian kingdom, Aksum, Kush, and the Great Zimbabwe kingdom. But very little is known about these kingdoms and their influence in shaping global history at the time. So for me, I like that task of connecting the different histories, the different kingdoms, and connecting it and seeing it across different evidences, but also trying to understand how that has influenced today. Now, for every work I do like this, to kind of bring my readers along, I try to have a source of truth, which is a book. For this one, my source of truth is An African History of Africa from the Dawn of Humanity to Independence by Zainab Badawi. Now, why I love this book, Zainab is a famous journalist who worked at BBC for a long time. I think she still does. And what she did was she went back and visited all the places and created a documentary during COVID on this book. And that documentary, speaking to all the historians, led to the work. Now, I'll give just one example that kind of encapsulates the ambition of this book, of this newsletter series. So in 701 BCE, when the Assyrian king was attacking the Judah kingdom, so the kingdom of Jerusalem, the person who came to his help was the pharaoh called Tahaka. Now, Tahaka was a Kushite pharaoh. Kush, the kingdom of Kush, was a great kingdom or a great empire as well that was besides the Egyptian empire, and there was a lot of culture sharing. At this time, the kings of Kush were also the kings of Egypt. So he came to he came to King Hezekiah in Judah, his aid. It's mentioned in the Bible, is mentioned in Assyrian records, and he came to his aid. And then also later on, they fought a great battle between the Assyrian empire, between the Kushite king or the Pharaoh empire, and they fought a great battle in what is modern-day Gaza today. This was in 700 BCE, so 700 years before Christ, so almost to 3,000 years. So for me, it's connecting that history to what we have today, and that is just even in North Africa. In West Africa, you had the Mali Empire, the Ghana Empire. So the ambition again is how do we weave through the stories of what came before us to understand how we got here today. We will start with these Asian empires, but then we'll go and look at what happened during colonialism, slave trade, and then also eventually the struggle for independence. Thank you for joining this session. I will put the link of the article in the comments. Please follow, please read, please leave your comments, leave your questions. This promises to be an exciting series, and let's go on this journey together. The best is yet to come.